Hey guys, and welcome to part 3 of how to audition for a school musical. If you haven't checked out the other parts, I suggest you do that. You can obviously find them on my channel. This part is going to be your actual audition, and there's so much I could cover with this. It's not even funny. I'm gonna try and do it so there's kind of like a structure and it all kind of just makes sense. So, first of all, some auditions, well, school auditions might have you do a quick little survey on the computer, just a little bit about you, your acting experience, so just be prepared for that. And that's not usually hard. They just ask you your grade, what kind of role you would like. Sometimes they verbally ask you before you start our audition. Next, you are going to enter the theater or whatever you have at your school, the stage. We have an auditorium, so you'll go in and just kind of breathe and step forward. Don't step too far front or too far back, because if you are too far front, your projection can be a little bit off. If you're too far back, it messes up really your sound. And so it's really important just to find a good middle spot as far as that goes. And a lot of times your directors are going to be spread out through the theater. There might be one back here, there might be one in the middle, there might be one over here. So just pick a good spot where you think your voice can be heard. I really had to breathe a couple times before I actually did anything. But they will most likely ask you questions. If you want to be really professional, kind of like I did, I went out there and the friends I talked to before kind of walked me through how the questions that they are going to be answering. So I say, hello, my name's Teresa. I'm in grade 11. I am auditioning for a semi-lead role with no singing parts. Stuff like that. So a lot of times you can do that. And I kind of feel like it's better for them to be asking you questions. But if you are really confident that's something you want to do, do it. And the next thing is really just have fun, show your personality. Especially when you're doing a monologue, and make sure you're making specific character points. What you're trying to say is clear, you're going slow enough. Pauses can be a big thing in monologues that can really just grab the audience like that. And so, don't rush through it. A lot of people tend to do the singing first, and I'll talk about that here in a second. But just don't rush through it, take your time. It's only how many some minutes of your life, like 5 to 10 minutes of your life, that you may or may not be getting back. So just take your time, chill out. I really get nervous for the actual audition. I don't get nervous for shows, so don't ask me how that is. But so yes, the next thing is singing. A lot of times you will have compliments, whatever, playing, which is a recording, and you have to be louder than that. So really make sure everything you're saying, you're using vocal nods. Not nods, I don't know what they're called. I think they're called nods. When you say the word and it's not really the word. Like for our songs, I was saying waiting, we did Wayne, that kind of stuff. And you can check out God, what is her name? Felicia or something on YouTube. And she breaks down the song Chandelier by Sia and goes through that. So really make sure when you're saying you are projecting, they can hear you clearly. Really, and I felt like when I was in my audition, it was better to hear myself in that space than it was in my room. Which, my room was pretty big, but the sound still doesn't carry as well. So, take your time singing, but hit every note. Make sure you're doing the tempo, and you should be good to go. there are other videos on YouTube that talk a little bit more about your audition and just some other tips that you can do to make your audition better. So this one is 5 minutes long. I'm surprised because, yeah, my phone wouldn't let me go past 4 minutes the other times. So, yeah. Another thing is, talk to a director beforehand. I actually ran into my director beforehand, and she was actually freaking out because she thought I didn't sign up for the musical, and she started saying that how that was not acceptable. So, kind of, you know, if you need to talk to a director, a lot of directors really prefer to, if you are reading monologues, to go and talk to them. A lot of times, your plays are set back into, like, the 70s, or I don't really know what time frame. 80s-ish. 60s sometimes, I don't know. And so, a lot of times, we don't really hear what's coming out of our mouths, and we don't understand. So, that's a big trick. Go talk to your directors about them. For us, we had to know a little bit about the character before we could actually get help. I didn't get help, but I should have. But whatever. So, go to a your vocal coach, your choir teacher, whoever it is, to help with vocals if they have time. If not, there's a bunch of singing tutorials and stuff on YouTube that you can check out. So I hope this helped you guys out a bit more, and I'm gonna do a separate video on singing when auditioning, and just kind of reading music. So look out for that, and I'm sorry I just took up 6 minutes of your life, but yeah, good luck at your auditions. If you have any questions, please let me know, and I'll try to answer them as best as I can. So I'll see you all later, guys. And one more video for the day, and I will be done so. Later.